All right, Micron stock, or MU, has just reported earnings, and what the crap? You're telling me we're down? Down 3.96% in after hours. What's going on here? What the heck's going on here? Actually, 4.32% after hours now. That's pretty wild. At one point was down 6% after hours. So what the heck is going on? Micron's a very popular stock. Very popular stock right now. They make memory chips, and pretty well, it's exciting. Very good company. Very good company. But why are they losing money? What's been going on lately? So they've been on quite a run lately. So year to date now, up around 50%. But it's definitely a stock that's been pretty hammered in the past year. At one point reaching a high somewhere around the $62 range. Got beat down pretty heavily. Went close to a little bit under $30 actually at one point, I believe. 52-week low at $28. So it went under $30 even at one point, and this was a $60 stock. So what in the world is going on? Well, let's just say, obviously, they're in a relatively cyclical business, so things tend to, depending on time frame, pricing on these NAND and other flash memory things, they all are dependent on current economic environments. But this earnings here was good. So why are we down? A beat by 8 cents in terms of EPS. Okay, that looks good. Beats by 310 million in revenue, $4.87 billion in revenue. But revenue was down 42.3% year over year. Again, that's a difference in pricing. Pricing's a lot lower right now for the product they're making, so they're making less money on it. Fair enough. This is a typo here. Shares were not up at all. They were down the whole time. What the crap is going on? So for the most part, this is a very heavily traded stock, and it has the chance, depending on any news, to go very up or down depending on what trend is looking like. So for the more detailed report here, Micron down 5.7. Western Digital dropped because of that. Cash flow was down by about 500 million. So they went through a little bit more cash, and about half of the cash they had in the quarter previous. So upside revenue guidance above what they were consensus at. So 4.8 to 5.2 billion. That's good. Gotta love it. And inline EPS. What's wrong with that? That's pretty nice. So I as far as guidance here, it wouldn't be guidance that's dropping it. What's going on here? Huawei impact here. Sales to Huawei declined. Mostly, obviously, because of the U.S. ban on Huawei product. But we weren't that big of a market for those phones anyways. But the companies applied for waivers with the government. If those aren't granted, the sales still worsen in subsequent quarters. There we go. That's what we're looking for in terms of negatives here. And the DRAM outlook. So it looks like bit supply growth slightly below the industry demand. And for the following year, bit supply close to market demand for fiscal year 20. Cost reductions to moderate high single-digit percentage compared to cyclical year 19. As far as the NAND outlook, cyclical year 20, bit growth significantly below industry demand due to inventory supplies. minimal cost reductions expected in fiscal year 2020, as well as meaningful reductions expected in fiscal year 21. There's the guidance that we were looking for that's rough. That's rough. So they're pretty much here saying that the next 2 years are going to be a little bit rough for them. Obviously, a company that still makes quite a bit of money. Obviously, anytime you got that revenue around the $5 billion range, I mean, $5 billion, that's a lot. A lot of money, and with a margin somewhere around 25 to 28% on that, you're looking good. You're sitting pretty in terms of the money you're making. So, oh, goodness me. So what are we going to do now? Micron stock's getting hammered. Well, I'm going to make a point here to bash some analysts. And we're going to go a little rapid fire and look through them, because every one of these people is now going to change their mind. So let's just see, as you saw right here, if we're looking at the 6-month chart, we were on an incredible run. The funny part is, when we hit this stretch right here, every analyst was saying, well, this is going down, giving it a one-year target of, oh my gosh, my brain stopped working. They're saying 1 year target of $20, somewhere around that range. Awful. And then we hit this little bump here. And what is an analyst to do instead of actually get data? Well, they're just going to follow the trend and say, this stock's going up like wildfire. So, starting September 4th, Deutsche Bank goes ahead and gives it a $55 price target. Whoa, what's going on there? $55 price target, but you just said it was going to be $20-something before. Well, the price trend was going up. Key Bank. Oh, well, that's funny, Key Bank. Now that the price is going up, you switch your target from 45 to 58? Isn't that a little weird, huh? Seems a little bit weird to me. But, you know what? It's just one analyst, right? Just two. Oh, Longbow bullish on Micron? Neutral to buy? Memory chip market's turning the corner, huh? Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that data? Very curious, because it isn't. Excess inventory will be depleted? No. No, the improvement in pricing doesn't seem like it. Margin ahead of current expectations? No, it's not. DRAM fundamentals to bottom? In progress NAND recovery? Clearly not true. That's 2 years out. So what are we talking about? And they lift their price target to 76? What are you guys talking about? Oh my gosh. Micron boosts DRAM on DRAM trends? Cassandra Security price target from 55 to 65? What is going on? Represents good value play. DRAM prices to bottom in the next couple of months? No, they said it's going to be 2 years. It's not going to bottom. Where are you getting this data? Goldman Sachs? From 56 to 59? Goldman Sachs, where are you getting the data? 45 cents plus or minus 7 cents? Where'd you get that from? They reported 56 cents, by the way. You're wrong. You're wrong, Goldman Sachs. You're wrong. Oh, my goodness. What are you talking about? Goldman Sachs? Oh, another one? Credit Suisse? Suisse? What? Micron very probable cycle bottom this week? Really? Well, pretty spot on, actually. Except your EPS was awful. You're so wrong. What are you talking about? Ample multiple expansion? This guy knows what he's talking about. 18 to 24 months? Good job, Credit Suisse. Suisse. You actually did some research, didn't you? What about these other idiots? JP Morgan raises target for 65. Improved NAND pricing view? Nope. You're wrong about that. You're completely wrong about that. Way better from our prior expectations? Whew. I don't know what you're talking about, but Harlan, sir, you need a new job. The fact that you're making 10 times the amount of money as I am makes me feel bad because you're wrong about everything. What is going on, people? And needless to say, I'm going to tell you this right now. These analysts, this upcoming week, will be turning around their price targets down to below 40. Every one of them. Every one of them, except maybe Credit Suisse. I can guarantee it right now. Do not trust analysts. All they do is manipulate the market. When a big analyst like JP Morgan says the stock price target's high, the stock goes up. People buy it. When a big time analyst says the stock's going down, people sell the stock and the stock goes down. It's pure manipulation. They don't actually have real research to base their claims. They might have a little bit, but they usually are wrong. Again, there's nothing they actually know that we don't know. They're just making predictions. And these predictions absolutely can be wrong. So this is why I would not listen to analysts. No. Get out of here. Bye-bye.